YouTube, what's going on? Vec here, and today we're going to talk about where the hell I've been. As well, I think it's about time I finally explained to you what this channel is all about. Okay, so a little background history on me. I've actually been in the Army for the past 12 years, and to this day am still on active duty, which means that is a 24/7 way of life. Notice I said way of life and not job. I've spent almost 2 years in Iraq, 9 months in Afghanistan and Kuwait, and just recently have moved to South Korea. At the same time, I've now been married for 12 years to my incredibly supportive wife Rachel, and we have an incredible 9-year-old daughter Brooke. Guess what, kid? You are now officially on YouTube. So to say that this channel is sort of a side project or a hobby of mine would be putting it incredibly lightly. Okay, so back to the original point of this video. Remember how I said that I just recently moved to South Korea? Well, about the time I started streaming and creating videos for you viewers, I received my orders that starting in July, I would be moving and spending the next year overseas away from my family. Then due to the craziness that is 2020, events took place that put all movements on hold, so I had no clue how that was going to affect my move. In the meantime, between streaming and editing videos, I decided I was spending way too much time on my computer, and with the little bit of time I had left, I wanted to spend as much of it as possible with my family. So in the meantime, Vecchio Gaming had to be put on pause. And I'm back. So it turned out my orders actually got pushed out an extra month, but now it was time to actually get on the plane and head overseas. I decided to go ahead and pack my PC inside my luggage and bring it with me, instead of shipping it with my household goods or mailing it, which turned out to be a really good idea because I was going to spend the next 2 weeks in a lockdown quarantine. Once I finally got moved into my new place, I had my main monitor mailed to me. Unfortunately, even in the factory packaging, it didn't make it, which left me with just a 24-inch monitor to try to work with, which wasn't much space for trying to game and run OBS for streaming, or edit any length of timeline in Resolve. So the next step was to order a new main monitor, which just this week finally got here. The video on that upgrade will be coming out soon, so don't forget to subscribe down below, follow the channel on Instagram and Facebook, so that way you get notified as soon as that video comes out. And that brings us to where we are now. With my new position here, I haven't quite worked out a solid schedule for Twitch, but I have been filming tons of new things, and this channel will be kicking out videos as quickly as I can push them out. So what is Vecchio Gaming? What is this channel all about? Growing up, I've always been a gamer. From Atari to Sega Genesis, from buying my first PlayStation 1, upgrading to 2, with the Ethernet connection playing SOCOM online, to the Xbox 360 in college, PlayStation 3, and then the PlayStation 4. So my roots are firmly planted in the console world. Well, on my last overseas trip to Kuwait, I really started getting interested in PC gaming. I spent the majority of the 9 months researching everything I could. Intel, AMD, Nvidia, Asus, MSI, EVGA, Corsair, NZXT. There are tons of really knowledgeable channels out there, like Linus Tech Tips, Gamers Nexus, Jay's 2 Cents, Bitwit, Hardware Unboxed, Paul's Hardware. They all gave me all the intricate details and information I needed to make a really educated purchase, with channels like Random Frank P, Alpha Gaming, and TechSource all influencing the style of my build. And with all that, I dove headfirst into PC gaming. So what I'm here to do is take all that information, all the latest news, and filter it into what every average Joe and Jane gamer needs to know. Whether you're a console gamer, PC gamer, or someone that's on the fence about switching over, you can come right here to get all the straight information on what you need to know. My idea from the very beginning is if I'm going to be doing this anyway, why not share what I love with everyone else? Finally, one last thing before I wrap this video up. Something I think is incredibly important to highlight is the veteran community. It's amazing how some of our shared experiences go on to build some of the greatest friendships I've ever had. To this day, years later, I still game with some of the guys I used to work with that are now halfway across the world. There's also so many other veterans out there with their own projects and channels sharing what they love to do and their experiences as well, that I'd love to share with you and truly expose just how amazing the veteran community really is. So thanks for coming by. I'm looking forward to filming and posting tons of new videos as often as I can. If you like the video and the idea of the channel, go ahead and click that button down below. Remember to subscribe and click that bell, as well as follow the channel on Instagram and Facebook to keep up with everything that's going on in the channel. So for now, be safe, game on. Edgefield's got 20 monument, they're probably snipe this lookout drop. Yeah.
Gas is moving.
Boom!
Oh, okay. At the church?
Capture and defend the forward op. Capturing Charlie. We control Charlie. We're taking Bravo.
Oh, so they want you to build a Spanish part of this. Nice. Is that what you want?
You're needed. One down.
Double kill.
Do you want to have a plot, or do you want to have that responsibility?
This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy. UAV
That's a big responsibility, man.
Reloading.
Mostly if people start, like you start getting a lot of people going, so yeah, it's a big responsibility.
What?
Enemy controls 2 objectives. Take them back. Taking A. Grid mark. Go for fire. Horseman 3-3 now on station. Taking B. You are needed at Charlie. Capture B. Losing B. We're taking A.
Even though that dealing with people is a different than.
We control all points.
Okay then. That's what I need to hear. And that's it. That's what I need to hear.
Back up at Charlie. We're in the lead.